from averaging over 37 points and 27 rebounds as a player, let alone a rookie, to outshining the #1 pick who was averaging 20.6 points and 12 rebounds a night. Here are the greatest NBA rookie seasons of all time. And what better player to start with but Big Shaq in 1992 to 93. Few stars have been as highly touted as Shaquille O'Neal was when he came out of LSU. The Orlando Magic took him as the first overall. A no-brainer, duh. And he would go on to win Rookie of the Year with relative ease. But the way he dominated from his first game in the NBA was just something outrageous to see. A superstar destined for success. Shaq averaged nearly 14 rebounds a night while scoring 23.4 points per game. Not to mention, he was blocking 3.5 shots every night as well, and would eventually leave Orlando to win 5 NBA championships too. But I would wager that the next one just about edges Shaq's, as the Admiral absolutely destroyed everyone in his rookie campaign. I mean, how about the nickname, fellas? Does it get any better? I doubt it. And the lore is even better, as David Robinson entered the NBA after having to serve the Naval Academy before doing so. Unsurprisingly, the Spurs made a great choice of adding him to their ranks. Also unsurprisingly, the Admiral added 35 wins to their season total, while taking home the Rookie of the Year honors. But let us talk about his fantastic individual season. He was scoring at over 24 points per game while grabbing 12 boards and coming up with nearly 4 blocks. Robinson eventually would lead San Antonio to 2 NBA championships too, and went on to have a fantastic career. However, our next entry is also an NBA champion, who is still going strong. Any guesses? Yeah, this is an easy one. LeBron James. The reason that LeBron James makes the list, even though his numbers weren't that special in his rookie year, is the insane amount of hype that was around him before he even arrived on the scene. For the young ones who don't know, LeBron James didn't even go to college. He was a prospect straight out of high school. And by God, to this day, LeBron's done many outrageous things over the course of his special career. But I have no idea how he's managed to somehow be better than the hype that preceded his entry to the league. Almost 21 points a night, while coming up with 5.5 assists and 5.9 rebounds. The NBA went nuts. He more than doubled the Cavaliers' win column, and the kid from Akron had officially turned the tide. The King, as we know him today, did leave Cleveland for Miami, but would return to Ohio and take the Cavs to their first and only championship to date. So, how do you top that? You might need a little bit of magic. That's right, over to you, Mr. Johnson. Again, please don't go on stats alone. Magic Johnson's stats do not compare well to the other rookies on the list, even though he was still coming up with 18 points and over 7 assists while grabbing nearly 8 rebounds a night, all from the point guard position. It's the story that counts, and boy is it a special one. The NBA's ratings were at an all-time low point in the 70s when Magic arrived, and few people have ever managed to impact the entire league the way Magic did. In one season, he turned the Lakers into Showtime. Let's not even talk about that smile, the size of a sun, and the fact that Magic stepped up big time when it mattered most. Picture it, the 1980 NBA Finals. The legendary Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is injured, and Magic Johnson, a point guard throughout his career, was forced to drop in at center. The result? 42 points, 15 rebounds, 7 assists. He would win the Finals MVP and become the first and only ever rookie to be given that honor. But guess who won the Rookie of the Year for the same year? No, it wasn't Magic. It was Larry Bird. Yeah, Magic's performances were absolutely outrageous, especially in the postseason, but it was Larry Bird who truly turned the tide during the regular season. 18 points, 7-something assists, and 7-something rebounds are great, right? How about 21.3 points, 10.4 rebounds, and 4.5 assists? That's right, the Boston Celtics had their own star, and together these two would save the NBA in the 80s. But before that happened, it was Larry Bird who shone brighter of the two in their rookie campaigns, taking the Celtics to a league-best 61-21 record. He couldn't help the C's to a championship that season, but he would take them to 3 championships over the course of his career. However, the next entry on our list wasn't as lucky, as Elgin Baylor enjoyed one of the greatest rookie campaigns, but never won a ring, retiring just before the Lakers won a championship in 1972. Talking about his phenomenal first season in the NBA though, Baylor was a beast. He was one of the greatest scorers in NBA history, and when the Minneapolis Lakers got their hands on him. They got very lucky because he was averaging nearly 25 points per night, grabbing 15 rebounds, while also dishing out over 4 assists per performance. In fact, his numbers were so good that he was the 4th best scorer in the league that year. And that's the reason that even after 6 decades, his rookie season ranks among the top 5 rookie campaigns of all time, overshadowed just a bit by the greatest player of all time for many, Michael Jordan. More than talent, more than hype, Michael Jordan's rookie campaign was basically built upon the values of wearing his heart on his sleeve and giving it his all every single night. MJ hit the ground running and led the league in total points scored in his rookie year.
And a 15-6. Here's Jordan. Nice move on the baseline. Kaboom!
And never looked back. In fact, if I had space for one more entry, I would have added Hakeem Olajuwon's rookie campaign. And to think that MJ, as the 2nd overall pick, absolutely outshone his Rockets compatriot. But for all his greatness, MJ's rookie campaign wasn't the greatest, as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar comes in next, with one of the greatest players of all time, and someone who would lead the scoring charts for the next 3 decades.
They've watched film of Dr. J and Michael Jordan, and that's how they want to play.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had to start his career in the NBA on the front foot too. He helped the Milwaukee Bucks to 29 extra wins and would eventually lead them to their first championship too. But in his rookie year, Kareem scored nearly 29 points a night while grabbing a staggering 14.5 rebounds. Many players don't do that in their greatest seasons, let alone a rookie season, and yet someone only a decade before Kareem had already managed that with Oscar Robertson back in 1960. The Big O might just be the greatest talent to ever play in the NBA, and in his rookie season, he ended up scoring at an insane 30 points per night. But wait guys, it actually gets better. While Robertson would average a triple-double in his 2nd season, he missed out on it by just a whisker in his rookie campaign, coming up with 10 rebounds and 9.7 assists. And somehow, for what it's worth, Oscar Robertson's rookie campaign is still not the best of all time, because someone went one better. Just a year before Big O did it, Wilt Chamberlain posted the greatest rookie campaign in 1959 that the NBA has ever seen. Every NBA record has Wilt's name on it, but I doubt anyone will ever come close to bettering this.
There's somebody going through the middle, nobody goes. Wilt takes it in himself.
Wilt averaged an unbelievable 37.6 points while grabbing 27 rebounds. And no, I don't mean 17, I mean 27. After all that, you can guess that he won the Rookie of the Year award, right? But also the league MVP. And with that, that's all I've got on the greatest rookie seasons ever. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.